Hey guys, welcome back. It's Krystal. So today I have my April favorites and fails for you. First thing I want to talk about is nail polish. This one is by Sinful Colors. It's called SinfulShine with Gel Tech. The color of this is called Tan Lines. I love the shade. It's just a really pretty, like, neutrally pink that can go with anything that you wear. So I love the color. The lasting power is really good. I probably wore it for over a week and it didn't chip or anything like that. It was just one of those ones that starts to wear down a little bit at the tips, but no chipping, which is what I love and look for in a nail polish. And I like the fact that this goes on very glossy, so I love the finish of it. The only thing I would say negative about these in this line is that they take a long time to dry. Now these are a two-step process, so this is step one. The base color always goes on first, and then they also sell a top coat, which is step two, to put over it. I personally don't use the top coat, or I haven't, because I feel like this is very glossy and long lasting on its own, so I didn't feel like I needed to do the top coat, but it would probably make it last a little bit longer with the top coat. These are basically like a gel polish without having to use a light. So I did receive this in a Pinch Me box, which I did film a video on. I will link it below in case you missed it. Basically, it's kind of like Influencer. You can receive free products to review. Basically, you just like do surveys after you receive the product to review the product. So anyway, I received this and I loved it. It's just a really pretty color, good formula as well. Next is an eyeshadow. This one is Stila's Kitten. This one is just such a good shadow. If you have never swatched or even tried Stila's Kitten, you need it. It is so pretty. It's just a very easy shadow, especially when you're in a hurry. I had this in my collection for a really long time, and I was kind of shopping my stash and I was like, I need to pull this out. And being that I'm a mom of a 10-month-old now, I just don't always have a lot of time to get ready. I can't go full glam anymore like I have on today. So a lot of times, like if I have to go run errands and I want to look put together, I will just grab this shadow, sweep it all over the lid, and it just looks beautiful, metallic, fresh, radiant on the eyes. And I love this. I love this shadow. It just is so easy. And you could also use it as a highlight on the face, brow bone highlight, inner tear duct highlight. I mean, it is really intense. Let me just put a little bit right here. You see that? It's like super pigmented. So it's metallic, but if you use it wet, it's even more metallic. So I think this is a beautiful shadow. It is very soft and it can seem a little bit powdery, but it is honestly a really good shadow. Once you apply it on the lid, it just looks stunning. So I highly recommend this shadow. Like if you have never swatched it, go in Sephora or Ulta and swatch this baby because it is good. It's a very easy shadow look. I've actually probably had that on, I think I have this on in an upcoming video, or maybe a video I've already posted, where I have blue eyeliner on. So I love this. It was just an easy go-to shadow for me. So next I received some brushes from BeautyJunkees. I did receive these for free. The owner is a small business owner. She is so sweet. So I always appreciate all the stuff that she sends me, all the brushes she sent me in the past. I love them. They're very good quality and very affordable. So you can purchase this brand on Amazon. I will link them down below, like all the different brushes that I have here that I'm going to talk about. I've also done a review on their 8-piece eye brush set, which I have in this little bag. It comes with this like faux leather cosmetic bag, which I love. I actually have all my eye brushes in there. I actually take this with me to work. I keep it in my purse because there has been several occasions, almost weekly, pretty much weekly. Sometimes I get ready for work and it's dark outside, so I need my lighting. And when I use these lights, it causes my tear duct on my left eye to water like crazy, like just straight up like run. So it runs down, but it also runs up onto my lid. So it always messes up my eyeshadow and it just looks really crappy. Like the other day I went to work and my eyeshadow was just like a hot mess. Like it looked like a messy, grungy, smoky eye. I don't know. It looked terrible. So I had these in my purse. So I had these brushes in my purse and I had my eyeshadow with me because I knew that this happens once in a while, once a week, if not more. And so I just touched up all my eyeshadow at work and it was fine. But I always keep these brushes with me, especially when I travel. I love them. They're great. If you haven't seen my review video, I will link it down below. But these are the new brushes that they came out with and that they sent me. This is the contour set and I just really love these. So this is the Pro Sculptor brush. And this brush is really soft. It's dense but still has some flexibility to it, and this is really great for cream contouring or cream bronzing. It just really blends out the cream product really, really well. So I just like blend it here all the way up onto my like temple forehead area. And I love this for cream products. It's also really good for powder bronzer. It just blends out the products really nicely, and I just love this brush. Next is the Pro Duo Fiber brush, this one here. And I don't really have a duo fiber brush that looks quite this shape, so I really do like this. It's nice and soft, nice and flexible. So I love this for bronzing, but I also love it for blush. I feel like this one is really great for using bronzers, like powder bronzers, because it really just diffuses the bronzer. You can't apply too much. It just looks very flawless and just really good when you use this for bronzing powders. So I love that, but it's also really good for blush, like to just lightly dust some blush onto your cheeks and blend it out. So I've been enjoying that brush for those two things. And then this one is the Pro Highlighter brush. And this one's really good for highlighting. So I have one like this from Sigma, which is more expensive. I believe you can buy all these from BeautyJunkees individually. I'm not 100% sure, but I will link everything down below. So the one from Sigma is very similar to this, and that one's obviously more expensive. This one's pretty much a dupe, and it's just beautiful to apply highlight to the cheekbones here and down the nose and the Cupid's bow. So I love this brush for highlighting, but it also could be good to like wipe away powder. Like if you like to bake, it would be good to wipe away the powder under your eyes, just because it fits really nicely under the under eye area, or even if you wanted to dab powder under there to set your concealer. So I love that brush for highlighting. And then lastly is the Pro Detailer brush. And let me just get a little close up of this one. So I love that it comes to the point and it's kind of tapered in here. This is great for contouring the nose. So normally I just take a big brush like this and go like this down the sides of my nose to contour. But I started using this one when they sent it to me, and oh my god, it makes all the difference in the world. But this one really chisels out the nose, and because it comes to that point, it's just like perfect. So perfect, and it blends it out as well. So I love this for contouring my nose. You could use it for other things too. You could probably use it for like cream products on your lid or eyeshadow on the lid. It's really nice. I like that brush. And then I also have all these sponges that they sent me, which are really nice. So this one right here looks very similar to the Beauty Blender, and I thought that it was going to be like a dupe as far as the shape, but it's actually a little bit better in as far as shape goes. This one is by BeautyJunkees. This one is my Beauty Blender. This one comes to more of a point, so I feel like it's a little bit easier to blend out my concealer under my eye. These are currently dry, and I would say the texture of them, I like the Beauty Blender is like more porous, but if I had to close my eyes, they do have a little bit of a different texture to them. But once I wet this one from BeautyJunkees, it really does get very, very soft, and I actually love it to apply my foundation, blend out my concealer. So I think this is a great alternative to the Beauty Blender. I don't feel like anybody has really duped the Beauty Blender, like an exact dupe. Nobody's done that yet. But this one's a really good alternative. I think it's very soft when it's wet. It's even pretty soft when it's dry, because I've had other ones that are much harder in texture or feel. And this one just, I love it. When it's wet to blend out everything, it's perfect. This one right here has a flat end. This one is very similar to my Real Techniques brush, but this one's black. They just have that they're pretty much a dupe. Like they have the same exact shape, and I would say that the Real Techniques one is softer. This one's a little bit firmer, but once you wet it, it's really good for applying like the foundation. I love that it has the flat edge, and I can just like bounce the foundation with the flat edge and then use the pointy side to blend out concealer. So that one I love as well. And then this green one, I love this one because it is so it's much slimmer and it comes to even more of a point than the pink one, and I just love this one for under eye concealer. It's just really, really good. And then there's this one right here. This one, I didn't think that I was going to like it, but I actually like this one for applying cream blush. the shape of it allows you to hold it like this, and then the flat edge here, which has some blush in it right now, allows you just to stamp on cream blush and blend it out. So I love that one for cream blush. And then lastly, this one, I haven't really used this one too much, but I just wanted to mention it really quick. Product sent to me from BeautyJunkees. I love BeautyJunkees. I think the brushes are amazing quality, especially for the price. I might have seen it where it was the black sponge in the contour kit for $25. I will list it like down here, but that's a really good deal for all these brushes and a sponge, you know what I mean? So I have a couple other brushes I wanted to mention. This is the Morphe M439 brush. This is amazing for foundation. I love this brush. It's like a bigger kabuki brush, but I love bigger brushes to blend out my foundation. It just makes it a little bit faster and really buffs it into the skin. This brush I love for that is the Morphe E41. Part of the Elite collection. I love that brush collection. They're so soft. So this is just a really big powder brush. And I was really skeptical about getting a really big powder brush. I always see people use them and I'm like, God, that just seems so big to apply powder to your face. But I love this. I just love to like dab, or you can blend. But I mostly like to just dab the powder into my skin like this. And it's big and it covers a lot of surface area. It makes it quick. I love it. It's super soft. So definitely check those out. For mascara, I've been using this. This is the Maybelline the Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara. I don't think I've mentioned this one before. If I have, I'm sorry. But I've been loving this. It makes you think that there's like two ends to this, but the red side is the actual applicator side. I feel like it's a little loose though. Like it might fall off. I don't know. It just feels loose, like it shakes a little bit. Anyway, this is what the wand looks like. So it's a good size, not too big. I don't like big wands on mascara. I prefer smaller ones. This one's just a good medium-sized one, and this does have plastic bristles, which normally I'm not the most fond of. I prefer sometimes the natural or regular bristles, but this one's really good. I have this one on my eyes today. Let me show you. Let me zoom. So do you see my eyelashes? It's probably hard to tell with all the eyeshadow I have going on, but I just feel like it really makes the eyelashes stand out. It really just gives the lashes a lot of volume instantly, which is what I love in a mascara. I love the volume. I also love length, but volume is where it's at. I like my lashes to be very prominent and to stand out. I don't like them to just barely have any mascara on them. Like I want a lot of mascara and I want it on quickly. I don't want to have to do coat after coat after coat. So I feel like with the first application, this gives a lot of volume, which is why I love it. This one's a great mascara. I love it. I would totally repurchase this. Like between this one and the one I talked about last month, like those are going to be my new go-to mascaras. I love this mascara. It's so good. And for lips, I pretty much use these two pretty consistently. So the one that I have on today is the Hard Candy. These are the Plumping Serum lipsticks, and I have the shade here in Infamous. Now, the only thing is they're so soft, they kind of like melt and they're so messy. But this color and the formula is so good. So let me just show you the packaging real quick. So this is what the packaging looks like. Very nice. The color of it and the name of it is at the top, which I appreciate. And this color is gorgeous. And I feel like it's melted even more. Probably with the lighting in here, it's just like getting really soft. But see, look how melted it looks. Like it's just gotten so messy. So that's the only thing with it. I think it's actually going to break off. They're very smooth and creamy on the lips. They feel good. They don't feel dry and they feel hydrating. I just love the way they feel. They're called the Plumping Serum lipstick, but I don't feel like they're plumping at all. They're just very creamy and smooth. And this is the color in Infamous. It's just a gorgeous, like peachy corally pink shade. I love that. The only thing is the formula is so soft, you guys. I don't know if this is gonna last. I feel like I should put it in the freezer. That might help, you know. I have quite a few of those, but that one's the one I've been using consistently. And then I've been using this pretty consistently. It's the Prestige Total Intensity Total Wear Lip Cream, and it's a crayon. That's what it looks like. And this color is just like a great everyday shade, and it's so creamy as well. And you just twist this up and back down. This one's called Bare It All. So it's right there. Just a perfect everyday nude. I love this color. Love it. And I post about some of these things like on my Snapchat, so you guys should definitely follow me on Snapchat, because even when I purchase new makeup items, sometimes I show them on there, like do a little haul on Snapchat before I even do a video, just because it's easier than filming a video. So definitely follow me on Snapchat. I do have that lipstick on from Hard Candy with this lip liner from Sephora. It's the Sephora Gel Rouge Gel Lip Liner, and the shade is Rose Wine. So it is darker than the lipstick, but I think it pairs really nicely. For powder, I've been loving this probably more towards the end of April. This is the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder, and this is just like a sample. You guys, this is so good for setting under eye concealer. I think this might even be a little better than the RCMA No Color powder. This one has no color as well, but it just smooths the skin, like especially for my under eye concealer. Oh my god, the way that it looks under my under eyes, it just smooths the skin so nicely, makes it poreless and flawless. So I would totally consider purchasing this, but I have to get through all my other powders first because I have a ton. But this is really good. I've been enjoying it. I had it on today. Another favorite is this hair donut. I had purchased the Color Switch, which was like a little tin with a fabric, or not fabric, with a material like this inside, so that you can switch between your eyeshadows. You kind of just dust off the shadow from your brush onto the product, and then you can go in with another color. Well, a lot of you told me that this hair donut works just as well. So I've been actually using this for the past 2 months, and I keep forgetting to mention it, but purchase this. It is much cheaper. The Color Switch I purchased from Sephora, and it was $18. This is what the one from Sephora looks like right here. And you just get your brush again, go like this, swirl it around, and it takes off the powder so that you can use and switch to another color. This is pretty much like the same thing, but this is so much more affordable. I think this is maybe, what, $5, maybe even less than $5. I've purchased mine a long time ago. I can't remember how much it was, but I got it at Sally's. It was super cheap, and this is $18. So obviously this is a little bit cleaner because it does come in this packaging here, but if you don't want to spend a lot of money, try this. It works just as well. I just want to say thank you to those of you who gave that suggestion, because that was a great one. So I use this highlighter a lot in the month of April. It is the Colourpop Smoke and Whistles highlight. I don't think I had ever used this one before. I know last month I did mention another Colourpop highlighter. I'm just trying to shop my stash and use some of my Colourpop items because I have so many of them. But this is just such a pretty highlight. It's so pretty, so pigmented. I love it. So this is Smoke and Whistles. I love the texture of these, you guys. If you haven't tried a highlighter from Colourpop, definitely at least pick up one. But it just, like, it is so intense. Like, look at that. That is way too much. And I've been kind of alternating through other highlighters, but this one I've used several times and I just really love it. This one does have a little bit more of a pink undertone, whereas the one I mentioned last month, I can't remember which one it was, but I think it had a little bit more of a champagne or like very light golden undertone, whereas this one has more of a pinky undertone. So I had received these. There's like a website called Content Boulevard. If you are a YouTuber, you make videos, you can request to review certain products from companies and they'll approve it or not. And then also companies can request for you to review products that they have. So I did receive these from the company called Coralex Beauty. These are handmade skincare products. So they did request and asked if I could review these, so I said yes. I had mentioned these before in another video, more like a what's in my mailbox or haul video. So I've been loving the Argan Hand and Body Cream. It says smooth, silky, and hydrated skin in 30 seconds. This scent is the Orange Cream Vanilla. And this smells so good, you guys. So that is what it looks like. And this is 60 milliliters or 56 grams. And this is just, it smells so good. Orange Cream Vanilla. So it has a very sweet, like a sweet citrusy scent. It smells really good. So I've been enjoying this for my hands. It feels good. It feels like almost very water-based when you first put it on, so it doesn't feel greasy at all. And I'm just trying to get a feel for how it feels again. It's been a while since I used it, but I was using it earlier in the month. Yeah, definitely my hands feel like hydrated within 30 seconds. Like they feel really good compared to how they were before because they're so dry. And I just really love the scent, but it doesn't feel like greasy, so that's what I love about this. So this I've been loving. It just smells amazing and it feels really good too. They also sent me this one. This is the scent in lavender. I don't like this one. Unfortunately, lavender is just a scent that I don't love. I don't really love floral scents. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do with the lavender, but the formula of it is good. I just don't like the scent of this one. So I wish that I would have gotten the big one in the cream, the orange cream vanilla instead of the lavender, but I'll have to give this lavender away to somebody that likes it. So the lavender one was a fail for me. Not saying that it's a bad product, I just don't like the scent personally. I'm very picky with scents. And then lastly, they sent me 2 lip balms. So these are the Serenity lip balms, and they're an argan lip treatment balm. And this one here is in butterscotch. This one's so good. I love the way this one smells. And they feel really good on the lips. Just like a typical chapstick, no color or anything like that. So I love that one. And then this one is the one in root beer, which is, it's good. Like I love the way it feels on the lips, but the scent, it's okay. I don't like love this scent. I much prefer the butterscotch, but I think my husband would love the root beer. He likes root beer. I just don't like root beer. So alright guys, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.